No, I do not. So you know what algae is, probably. It's the green resource. Looking like that. And you could use this, feed it into oxygen diffuser, and generate oxygen. Everything in the beginning of the game, first 100 cycles, is going to be about survival. So you're not looking for efficiency yet. You're looking to basically upgrade your tech, survive until you get to that point, and then finding and exploring more resources. The more resources you find, the better. So a lot of the times, what you need to do in the beginning is do a lot of exploration. So for the most part, there's two schools of thought when it comes to early game exploration. You could either do what I'm doing and just fill up the entire map with oxygen, and no matter where you go, you could breathe. Or you could do a box. I did a box right here for my power generation so that I could have controlled temperature. But you could do the opposite, where you have your box. You could be a lot larger than this. Where you have your bedrooms inside, your bathrooms, your kitchen, your meal hall. So they eat, sleep, and poop inside the box, and then they leave to go work. Whether it's, working on something as simple as ranching, right? Taking rid of the critters. But for the most part, if you do the box design, you need less oxygen because this is going to be where they're going to be to live, right? Versus filling out the entire map with oxygen so that no matter where they're going, they'll have oxygen. It's really up to you. You don't have to make a box, you could evolve into one. And in the beginning, you don't have to worry too much about it. Just make sure you have algae as a resource you pay attention to. For the most part, in the early game, yeah, man, just kind of dabble around with everything, explore, try things out. But yeah. Oh, I think I might need more than 2 oxygen gens. Okay, so the first thing we'll talk about is consumption. So you might need to know the ratios. So duplicates, they actually breathe 100 grams per second. There is 600 seconds in one cycle. So that means every cycle, you're going to have to produce 60 kilograms of oxygen per duplicate. So that means you can look at the oxygen diffuser stats. You generate 500 grams per second. So since this is in per second, this means that if you keep it running constantly, you could provide 5 dupes as long as there's power and algae. So each oxygen diffuser is going to be proportional to that. Another thing is, every time you mine out the map, right? If I mine out the granite right here, there is nothing behind it. And how oxygen works and other gases, they have to spread out if there's a vacuum. So the more space you make, the more space you have that's mined out, the more oxygen you're going to have to provide. So keep that in mind. That's actually why I recommend like sealing out parts of the map so that you don't have to provide as much. And then you could do a separate oxygen diffuser for the outside so that when the guy's exploring, he'll have oxygen to breathe as well. But yeah, that's going to be it. And then outside of that, another thing to look at is max pressure value. Max pressure value is when you have oxygen. Basically, do I have anything like that? Overpressure. This is not overpressure yet. When something is overpressured, it cannot emit more gas or whatever resource it produced. So that means that you have to start allowing gas flow to happen. Good rule of thumb, if you want gas to flow through the rooms a lot better, you want to have a hallway corridor like this that's at least 3 tiles wide, right? And you can see that this allows gas to flow up and down a little bit better. You want to allow for better gas movement. So you could either do a wide setup like this with a ladder well, or you could start adding airflow tiles to the edge of your maps or your rooms like this on the outside so that you could have the airflow even though it's solid. But you might be running into an airflow issue due to the fact that cycle 3, you're going to have exactly 3 dupes, right? So if you're having oxygen breathing issues early game, it might be just the design of the map, of how you laid out your levels. Of course, I might be wrong, but yo, man, if you need any more help, let me know. ask me the specific questions, and I'll be happy to help. Otherwise, man, I hope you to enjoy the game and have fun. Because at the grand scheme of things, I would really recommend for the players to just dabble in the game, go through the trial and error, and have fun. And then that way you get to experiment and do the things you want to do. But yeah, if you ever get to the point where you start getting frustrated because things aren't working out the way you think it should, or it doesn't work out, or you need a designer build to help you out, that's probably where me as a streamer could help you out really well. And of course, explanations of the mechanics, if you want me to explain it to you, I can do that as well. If you really want, I could tell you exactly what you need to do to succeed, but, you know, that takes the fun out of the game. You don't get to explore, you don't get to dabble with things. So, yo, man, just have fun with the game. We'll be here if you get frustrated or want some help, and we will be happy to. Don't forget to check me out on YouTube. Thank you, Mighty Stoosh. I have a lot of videos on there, guides, tutorials, playthroughs. You could watch along as I play to see what I do, as I'm pretty experienced with the game. You could see what decisions I make, the choices I make, and why I do what I do. And hopefully with that, it helps you out. I popped a few eardrums. Yo, man, I like to have the main base closed off and have Dupes wear suits outside the box. I used to do that. It works out really well. Makes managing the gas levels, like, you don't even have to think about it anymore. And it's pretty sweet. The only problem with that is if your oxygen machine fails, you start panicking, man. Like, oh, dude, my spawn broke. Oh, I'm not generating oxygen anymore. I can't go outside. It's just filled with CO2. And you start panicking. You start panicking. Is no one repairing this? Feels bad. Can I just not reach? I should be able to reach that. I made too many suits. I gotta remove it. Alright, so let me put the tile there. Let me remove the airflow. I should be able to stand on there and repair it. Should be a thing. Alright, so we mined out a little bit of the ice, and the mealwood started growing again, so I think it did help out. Let's mine out as much of this as we can. That's why hydrogen's my primary source of fuel. Can't break a spawn with hydrogen if you burn it all. Hey, that's true. That is true. 100%, man. A lot of the times, that is what you should do, IMO. Go through the hydrogen. Don't let it stockpile. If you do want it to stockpile, that's perfectly fine, though. Alright, we got the seeds in. Pip's gonna do its thing. Plant the seeds into the showers. Not bad. Oh, we're out of power? What happened? Oh, I never reconnected the hydrogen line. I never reconnected the hydrogen line. That's my fault. 100%. I never reconnected this. Feels bad. Alright, so once we get this, we'll get the power back. You will need some for the rockets, though. Yeah, rockets in the base game is a nightmare. It really sucks. It really, really sucks. Love this game. This game loves killing dudes because small accidents that you don't notice. 100%. They don't warn you fast enough. I think that's probably the biggest thing. If something bad happens, you don't know until it's too late. 100%. That's how it feels like a lot of the times. If something bad happens, you figure it out or you learn about it a little bit too late. That reminds me, I was having an issue earlier today with the Paku Ranch. For some reason, a freshly hatched Paku wasn't able to get tamed. I don't know how, but when I broke open the ranch, I got lucky with a 40% wild Paku, but it took about 12 seconds to be fully tamed. Any ideas why it was longer than expected to be tamed? Were you feeding seeds or algae? That's the biggest indicator when you're taming Paku. If you didn't know, seeds take you 37 cycles to fully tame. Algae could tame it in 3 cycles, I think, if you do it properly. But then if you overfeed the Paku, that's usually the issue. So that's the biggest question. Did you feed it seeds or algae? And then if you did do algae, I got some other questions, but I can tell you why, depending on what the answer is. Yeah, I had swapped the algae for a cycle or two. So how Pakus work is these little guys actually they overeat. And what that means is that if they are wild, what happens is that it will take them around 32 to 37 cycles to be fully tamed when feeding them seeds. And that's because when they're eating seeds, they don't eat the entire seed. They eat a portion of it. So each time a Paku feeds, they're consuming zero point 0.3 units of a seed per cycle. The problem with this, the biggest problem with this, do I have algae to compare? The biggest problem with this is that, look at this. They give you more dirt per cycle. So theoretically, the seeds actually gives you too much cake house. So they get so many calories that they're full, and that makes them eat less often. So if you're feeding a Paku algae, you want to feed them in intervals of 1 kilogram. So you could just pull down the fish feeder slider and go to 1 kilogram like that. And then you get way less dirt, but then they also get the buff from eating from the feeder. That's what you're looking for. The amount of food you feed them does not matter. They just need to be able to eat from the feeder. So the trick is you feed them algae 1 kilogram at a time, so they eat more often because they're going to have to eat 140 kilograms of algae in order to get full. So by feeding them 1 kilogram at a time, they eat every cycle, which is how long the 8 from feeder buff is going to last. When you feed them seeds, they'll eat 30% of the seed, and then they will start eating again in around 2 cycles. The problem with that is when they're not eating, the wildness goes back up. So you're playing this game where you go down, I think it's 50%. And then after they don't eat for 2 cycles, it goes back up like 20%. So then you really only go down like 30%. It's a weird, like the numbers are off, but it's about like that kind of issue you run into where you go up and down, up and down, up and down. And then eventually, after 32 cycles, which is going to be the egg of the wild Paku here, they get tamed. So this guy's going to die, but he will lay an egg before he dies. And then the wildness percentage at the time that he lays the egg passes on to the child. So when the child hatches and goes back in, he's going to get tamed and then probably lay, I think it's going to be 9 eggs instead of the 13, because he's going to be like age, I think 10, maybe even 9 when he gets fully tamed. So if you use seeds, it becomes a problem because they don't eat as often, and then that allows them to accumulate the wildness again. No, I am trying to tame them. Can you explain the setup? Okay, so this setup is weird, and it's trying to limit the amount of space Pakus do. So the biggest problem you have with Pakus is the navigation AI. In a large tank like this, they move around too much, and sometimes they don't path to the fish feeder properly. And the biggest problem you have with that is if they don't eat, they don't have K-cows, and they're going to be starving, or they, don't have the 8 from feeders, so they're not happy. So you want them to be happy so that they could get the, the reproductive go up from, I think it's 5% to 17%. So you go from 1 egg every 20 cycles to 1 egg every 1.5 cycles or something like that. I forget the exact numbers. But, that's a problem, right? So you need them to be eating. A lot of people don't know this, but the Pakus, what they do when they're checking out the space is they look at the body of water. The door does not matter. As long as this is the same body of water, this tank is not 4 tiles. This tank is 52 tiles. 50 tiles. These 4 tiles don't count, but, these 2 do. So it's 52 tiles of water. Each Paku needs 8 tiles of water. So on 52, I could fit in 5 to 6 different Pakus inside. This allows me to basically have more than 1 Paku in here. Then they're all going to be constantly going to be eating from the feeder because they're stuck in these 4 tiles. So that they're not going to be crowded, so they'll stay happy. and then all of them are going to be laying eggs like mad. So this is a weird setup because we're limiting their access with a door. But since the door has water flow properties, does not block liquid, it's considered the same tank. So we are going to be able to get 5 Pakus in here. And then they're all going to be laying eggs constantly. And this is going to be the setup. Simple automation. This allows me to always have 1 egg in here if I have less than 5 Pakus in the box. So what happens is that if I have one of them die and have 4 Pakus in here, the next egg gets dropped off here, and then when he hatches, he flops back in. So that way we'll always have at least 1 tame Paku, and then he could refill the tank by himself. But yeah, we're just doing that. And then another thing is, I mean, I'm not gonna get into it, but yeah, that's the ranch. That's why there was a somewhat tame Paku too. Yes, that's exactly why. Hey, and 1 single door works out. At first, it was a pool full of doors. That's what I did. I didn't think about it, but Geek made a point that if you just block off the 2 tiles there, you don't need doors everywhere else. I was like, you know what? That makes a lot of sense. And it works out. So that's going to be what we're doing, limiting their movement so they eat from the fish feeder. Everyone stays happy. Everyone stays tame. And we get a lot of eggs, which is going to be good because we're trying to eat surf and turf. Surf and turf. And the mushroom wraps once we get them. Oh man, we have a lot of barbecue. Are we not allowing them to eat barbecue? No, it's just in here. Okay. Freshly cooked. Freshly cooked. Thanks. Gotcha. Are we? I would recommend checking out my Paku Ranch video. I have like 4 of them. I would look at the most recent one. It just goes through the ins and outs of all the Pakus. How to tame them properly. What to look out for pitfalls. Sample designs for wild ranching. For tame ranching. Just, you know, if you're looking into Paku ranching, it's a good thing to get started with. And I have a lot of other guides and tutorials as well, so check that out. Of course, only if you want to. And guys, if you guys want to support your boy me to Legit City, you could always just watch the YouTube videos to help me out, man. Let's get that sweet, sweet ad revenue. Gonna get the... Oh, undigging is fine. We'll take this guy. Alright, 9 to 5. 5 more, boys. Pip's planning another nature reserve for us. Thanks. Thank you. I will enjoy watching this stuff. Appreciate it, man. I have a lot of my VODs on there. All achievement playthroughs with the DLC. All achievement playthroughs with the base game only, which is this one. This is a 100 dupe run. I've done max difficulty runs as well. Regular run with no challenges. So depending on where you are in the map, or in playing Oni, man, maybe there's some things you could pick up from watching the VODs. Only if you have time and you want some background noise, maybe. But we go through from beginning to end, so you get to see the little tricks we use. Alright, so this is good, right? I need to remove this and the chute. We haven't had enough eggs because we're not multiplying, so I guess that's fine. Alright, so these guys are almost going to be tamed soon. Back to 40% aid from feeder, lasts for 1 cycle. It's 20% per cycle. Yeah, that's the problem. You go minus 20, and then you go plus 5. So it's like net minus 10. That's so tough. I just went through your playlist, and I just realized that I learned about powerless filters from your video a few months back. Wild. Hey! The powerless filter video. It's pretty good, man. Yo, man, my Dreco setup is the best in the business. It's not even close. I got the best Dreco ranch of all time. Only way to do it. I'm lagging, though. Someone save me. There we go, we're back. Alright, so we can mine that out. This is going to be a mine here. Good. Trim. These 2 are gone. Nice. We went through here. This is all mineable now. Let's go. Let's go through... Ooh, we need a ladder here. Oh, I gotta mine these up. Okay, so I need to do a simple trim here. We gotta go through the vending machine. Nothing. Get some Nature Valley granola. Gonna be feasting on that tonight. And then, yes, it went from 5 to 3 to 2 mealwoods. By mining out the ice, we're cooling it down. Well, cooling it. We're warming up the map. And the mealwood is doing good. All right, good to see, good to see. That one's good. Okay. So we'll get to the 95 dupes today. So I think we need to start setting up the pips over here. So let's get some of the natural tiles in. Oh, I forgot. I need to do the bottom. That's the most important part. All right, we got to get the ladders in. This is going to be a high priority. One of the things I forgot that I needed to do was when we're doing the natural planting here, it has to be backwards, bottom to up, because we're doing upside down plants. So I need to do the bottom tiles first. They're going to be the most important. How can got so many dirt for mealwood? Dirt consumes a lot. So I have a arbitrary farm with pips on it. And then I'm also processing ethanol to for power source. So my main power is petroleum, but we're feeding it ethanol. And what you could do as a result is, I need to connect this pipeline again. The ethanol distiller eats lumber, and then it produces ethanol and also polluted dirt. I'm composting my lumber into polluted dirt, basically by feeding it into the ethanol, get polluted dirt, compost it to regular dirt. That comes from the arbitraries. Not only that, the pips are also eating the branches and pooping out dirt. So we're getting dirt from them as well. And basically my game is dirt positive. I'm slowly generating, I think it's 1 ton of dirt per cycle. But the problem is that I went from 600 tons of dirt to 100 because I started feeding the shovels right here. These guys eat 5 tons of dirt per cycle. 4,800 kilograms each cycle. So since they eat about 5 tons a cycle and I was ranching 2 of them, I went through 500 tons of dirt in like 70 cycles. As a result, we get a lot of shovels, which is great, but I don't have enough dirt for the mealwood now. So I had to cut back on the shovels. Mealwood's still fine. We're still net positive on the dirt generation. But once we accumulate a lot again, we're going to start feeding shovels, and then we should stabilize in the food like indefinitely. But yeah, I am producing dirt. The arbitraries are really good for that. If you need dirt, arbitraries are good. Pips could eat the branch. You could also use the branch for ethanol distilling, which gives you even more dirt. So it's a good time. I found Too Legit on a raid while he was playing Oxygen Unincluded. Dude said he was a veteran and happy to answer questions. I thought it was a bold statement, but he ain't lying. Dude, if you guys got questions, man, I got you. I am a walking Wikipedia. Oh, Pips also eat Thimbleweed. I just learned. Yes, Vitacoke. That was a recent patch. If you remember the Fast Friends patch update that came out, I think it's 3 months ago, they added the Cuddle Pip. And the way you get Cuddle Pips is by feeding them Thimbleweed. So the Cuddle Pips are really cute. They're basically a pink pip. Right there. Little cutie pies, longer ears, they're all pink and everything, and their special ability is they give you hugs. They are the best critter of all time. I should probably try to get some of these. But you get these by feeding them Thimbleweed. So that's going to be the thing with that. This game should allow a set alarm when your resources go down. You can actually manually do that, cart, but it's really tough. You could do that for anything in the game, but you have to have a design for it. So in this game, there's something called a notification. There's either the hammer that makes a bell sound that's literally an alarm. It goes ding, and then it's like you hear the bell ring. There's also the automated notifier that puts something up here. And you can set either or of those to your storage. So for that to work, you have to do some automation shenanigans, whether it's going to be, dispenser-based, storage-based. It could also be from the weight plates is another one. And then what happens is that you could set it up so that like what Xenosci says, it will pause the game when you break a certain threshold. So then you basically get a warning. So that is possible, but it is a little bit like convoluted because you kind of have to understand how that system needs to work. Because not only do you need to have that notify you when you don't have enough, you also need a setup to store it in that same location anytime you're not using the resource without creating what's known as the infinite loop. Where one of the problems in this game is if you make a design like that, if I drop off the igneous here so the dupes could pick it up and use it, they might just grab it and pull it back into the original dispenser, so it loops into itself indefinitely, which is a problem. That stops you from adding more resources to the line, right? So it's like you have to figure out how to, balance everything out. But there are designs like that if that's what you're looking for. That'd be a good feature. What's a weight sensor max limit? I'm not 100% sure, but I have one, so I could check. 2 tons. Not bad. 2 tons. 2 tons is not bad. I'm having an issue with that for hatch ranch design I've been using. What kind of design is it, Xenosci? I could help you out with that. Yeah, it's not bad at all. 2 tons is pretty sweet, dude. 2,000 kilograms, depending on what it is. If it's something like algae, no, that's not enough. That's not enough, man. I gotta have that at like 10 tons or something. I gotta have that at 10 tons, man. For algae, man, you gotta have a big buffer. At least in my opinion, you gotta have a big buffer when it comes to algae. Alright, this area is gonna be mined out. Only thing we gotta worry about is the hot area right here, which honestly shouldn't be too bad. Sweep that up. I'll leave that. We will mine this, and then, yeah, this is all gonna be gone. Sweet, sweet. We could also theoretically go in from the bottom now. Come down from here. Oh, I can't make the jump. 1, 2, 3, so it's these two. Yeah. That way, if I get stuck, they can just climb around through the bottom. Because these are all soft minerals. Can't go through the diamond and abyssalite. Had to watch your piping video today because I could not get a cooling loop to keep cycling. It kept filling up and stopping. Turns out I need a second bridge. Oh, yeah. You have one of these loops, right? I should make a video on cooling loops. So yeah, you need 2 bridges for that to work. Otherwise, you get a jam. Because you need the water that's filling into tank to yield. Right? And yeah, that's a little bit weird to figure out as a new player. But yeah, this is probably a similar design to what you were doing. Cooling loop design to keep the temperature in a certain area kind of stable. And yeah, first you need a bridge to create a direction. And then you need the second bridge to fill out but yield. And that's like a difficult thing to do if you don't know how to do it. But yeah, this is exactly probably what you were working on. And this is a great design, especially off of a coal slush geyser. That's at -10. Horizontal basic ranch design that uses auto sweepers to move the eggs into an automated door with stacked liquids via dispenser. The beauty is that the door opens when the ranch is low on critters, but dupes will almost idle, will shuffle the eggs between ranches. Yes, that's a thing. You have to make that fully automatic. What I did to do that, Xenosci, is instead of doing a horizontal design, I do a vertical one. Because you get to have the eggs drop directly on top. Which is the reason why I like horizontal designs better. So basically, we have an egg here. Once the egg hatches, door opens, and it falls into the hatch ranch. All automatic. And what we do is we have the eggs go in through that area first. And then once we have enough eggs on the top room, everything goes into the kill box. But yeah, this allows it so that you don't have to have the dupes moving hatches between rooms, and this is automatically going to refill itself. It's a little bit of a tough setup because you need a lot of vertical space though, but otherwise it works pretty well. This is what I'm using at the moment. I've set this up maybe like 500 cycles ago, and I just kind of let it sit there, and it's been alright. It's not a main source of food because I didn't have enough ranches, but it was, you know, it was okay to supplement. Yeah, you need to have room. That's the problem. You don't have the room on this. It's a tough time. What you can do, actually, is you could make a design like this. So you have your floor, and then let's say you have doors here, right? Because you want dual access. You could do something as simple as this, where you have your space for everything, and then you do your critter drop basically right here. So door, well, it's going to be a tile higher, right? So you're probably going to have a door like this, door like that, and then the chute right here, and then this is a wall, right? And then the critters hatch, and then they walk to the left. And then the door opens and closes on them. I probably need to move this over. Oh, it's probably going to have to be like this. Due to the fact that you need to have a critter sensor inside. Without the critter sensor, it doesn't work. I guess you can make it taller. But basically, you do that design, right? And then you have this just open up. It does not have to be vertical. You just need to have the ranching position, the door drop set up, and then you just fill it up until you get to 96 tiles. That's a lot better if you're playing around the edge of the map, because then you could count the tiles between Neutronium and kind of do like a nice setup. And then you don't have to worry about it being ugly, because your dupes are not going to like travel to that area anyways, and you just kind of use it up. That way it doesn't have to be perfectly vertical. You just have your setup, and then you have the other things for space, because you want to hit 96 tiles. Legit is underrated, IMO. Appreciate that, Poetic Artist. They don't think it be like it is, but it do. But, yo man, when you're a walking Wikipedia, I could see that happening. Exactly, not totally, not intuitive. Video was perfect though. General enough that I could apply it to any design. Hey, appreciate the kind words, you guys. Thank you so much. The words of encouragement, man. Feels good. Feels good. Alright, deodorizer time. I gotta put one here. Oh, temp shift plate. I gotta remove that. And then I gotta add some more power consumers into here. That's quite helpful, since I have a bunch of industrial buildings in the ranch. Incredible blend of the two. Yeah, you get to utilize that. Just watch out for the heat. Watch out for the heat. Why are you guys chilling by the sieve? You guys are creating all the CO2 right there. My dupes. Can't believe it, man. Causing problems. Oh, and the ethanol needs to be cut. Because we're dumping ethanol into here, it's not getting pumped. So we got to make sure that it doesn't overfill. Alright, so back into here, we got the plastic ladders now. We need to make another layer of tiles. Oh, let me cancel this. Let's do top down. So, oh, that's a great thing to actually think about. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the tile should be here. Okay. So I'm trying to figure out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it should be here. Okay, so that works. That works. I need to figure out basically where I need to put my doors so that we can make the natural tiles. Spacing matters. Alright, so we need to deconstruct that, do it properly. Move the doors as well. We still need more natural tiles. Hey, too legit. How you doing? What's going on, Pangar? Hope you're doing well. We're doing all right. It's going to be my birthday tomorrow, so I'm going to be a year older. And I don't know how I feel about that, man. I woke up today with some back pain already. So it's not looking too good, man. It's not looking too good. I'm going to be a year older tomorrow. Already woke up with a back pain today. I don't know if I'm looking forward to tomorrow anymore, man. It's you know, man, be like that sometimes. They don't think it be like it is, man, but it do. And you hate to see that kind of thing happen, man. Can I even deconstruct this? I might not be able to and get a natural tile there. We'll have to see. Alright, so we gotta wait for the dupes to mine out everything, deconstruct everything, and we're gonna do bottom top. So getting this last level is actually pretty important. Hey, well, happy early birthday. Getting older is bittersweet for sure. Yeah, man. The only time I'm going to be looking forward to my birthday is when I get a discount from IHOP. Can't wait, man, to live in an apartment complex where the bottom floor has a supermarket and a IHOP or Denny's. Get that sweet senior discount and go there for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Gotta get my country fried steak and eggs, man. What's the chlorine area going to be? Pinch of Pepper Nut Farm. We are afterwards going to be growing sleet wheat grain underneath. I don't know how much of this is going to be sleet wheat, but a lot of it probably will be. And we're going to be using that to make pepper bread. Pepper bread, baby. Pinch of pepper nuts, and then sleet wheat grain. So we're going to have mushroom wraps, surf and turf, pepper bread, and then pickled mule lice. Those are going to be our foods of choice in a colony. So we're using the chlorine because this is going to fill out the map with a gas. And it's 60 degrees. So I'm hoping this allows me to make the temperature kind of work a little bit better. Because pinch of pepper nuts want 35 to 90. And then on the bottom row right here, we're going to use dash of salt lines. Dash of salt vines because they consume chlorine. So if they consume chlorine, it's easier for me to stabilize. If that makes sense. Since they consume chlorine, I could spawn more chlorine. Since the geyser is going to be right there. So we're going to do that. Dash of salt vines. The salt's pretty good for the plus morale, so might as well. And then we go down this way. What's going on, Luce Good the Great? I see you over there. My parents are getting senior discounts everywhere now. Feels weird, man. Dude, senior discounts are sweet, dude. Not gonna lie. Yep, cool. Nice, nice. I just started playing the DLC again. This game is so addictive. It is. Did you see the new pips and the new toys yet? Luce Good the Great? Yo, man, you would probably love the Cuddle Pips. Cuddle Pips are the best. Cuddle Pips are the business. Gotta remove some of the debris. This tile's actually ready. Let's deconstruct the top. I need to check the wiki. Dude, man. Cuddle Pips. These guys. Look at these little cutie pies. I need to get some of these in my colony, man. So we could showcase how cute they are. We really do, man. They're really cute. Move the pip. Deconstruct. And then we need to have Joy the Seeds here. Do I have Joyous Seed? I don't know if I have enough. Either way, we're going to have them. We just need 4 of them. And then the pips are selected, priority 9. And then we need to capture this guy. Let's get to work. My parents just moved into a senior-only area in Florida. I understand the weird feeling. Ooh. That sounds like the episode of King of the Hill, where they go visit their parents in Arizona. And they're living in a senior center. I had issues with turning 30 until my dad said, tried being a parent of a 30-year-old. Oh, I feel that, man. I feel that. Yo, cuddle is easy. Just rinse the pip. You got it? Yeah. I need to feed it reed fiber. I need to make a reed fiber wild plant area. Is it okay to name another streamer as long as you're not overly just talking about them? Like, hey, bringing up, you know, Francis John, Luma, Grind This Game, you know, Echo Ridge, whoever it is you guys watch that's, you know, also an Oni content creator, that's fine. But just don't be like, yo, man, dude, this man just did this. Oh, man, he did that the other day. Oh, yeah, you guys are talking about that? Dude, he did that too. And it's like, come on, man, don't constantly talk about him. That'll be kind of cool if you don't do that. But bringing them up is fine. That's perfectly fine. I don't mind that. Just don't constantly have them become topic of conversation. That's it. It's cool. Like, that's cool, man. They're cool, but yeah, you don't want to do that, man. You don't want to always talk about it because it feels like, are you him? But you're on your burner account. It's like when I go on Twitter and start making posts, Two Legit City is the best Oni player of all time, and then no one likes the post, and I gotta like my own post. You know, like you gotta think, man. Like, are they doing that? Oh, Sal's cool. Yeah, she doesn't play much Oni anymore. Yeah, we're gonna do like a thing with Sal later on too. In the Christmas time, I think. But Sal's cool. She's awesome. She has a very nice voice. What's going on, Grandpas? I see you over there. Hope you're doing well. I have state parks around me. I should look into that. Yeah, I see you. I see you. One more question, legit. Tips on dealing with pressure damage on the water planet without airflow tile abundance. You could always build 3 tile thick. So if you have, let's say there's water on this side, right? And you want to prevent it from crushing, you could build tiles 3 tiles thick like this, and it will prevent pressure damage every day. So 3 tile thick in the direction you want to stop the damage. So that means that if you have 1 tile of water right here and you want to have infinite pressure, you have to do this. The diagonals don't matter. So since this pushes out in the 4 directions, you just have to have 3 tile thick setups like this. And this stops it from breaking. Now, on the water planet, it depends what you want to do. But yeah, a lot of the times airflow is going to be what makes that the easiest. You don't need to feed it Thimbleweed. Arbitraries will give it to you. No, it's low chance though. It's low chance. So Dead Beefa. I've had these pips right here in the arbitrary location for hundreds of cycles. It's 2% chance still. So you can get it. It's just 2% chance. I've gotten 1 in 800 cycles. Just 1. Just 1. How long is the chlorine dormancy? Oh, I didn't check that yet. Now that we have suits, I think we need to analyze it. Oh, it's not dormant. It's idle. 20 cycles still, so we have a little bit of time. It's not too bad. Not too bad. It's not so bad. I see a lone coin. All good. Well, Sal collab. Not a collab. We're just gonna be like doing a little bit of more interacting with each other. Does that make sense? I don't know. But I don't know. There's gonna be other people as well. We're basically gonna be doing like a. I don't want to spoil it. so we'll talk about it more in December, guys. Remind me, please. Exclamation point, remind me in 20 days. That farm, only way to do it. We're going to do cities tomorrow for the birthday stream. And then we're also going to be doing Plate Up. And we're probably going to do a key giveaway as well. So we're going to give out some keys for that. For the Plate Up game as well. That farm, you got to have farms, dude. Got to have farms. Mealwood arbitraries. We're going to get pinch pepper nuts, stash of salt vines, and then we're going to get some sleet wheat. And then we're going to get some mushrooms below this, and then maybe some waterweed at the bottom as well. We'll have to see. I could read between the lines. I'll see you over there. I didn't know there was a max width. I assumed that it was going to be like a Mayan temple if I end your first visit there. 3. Nah, man, it's good. 3 tiles. Nothing breaks 3 tiles. Now, the thing with that is, in this game, there's something called hardness value, right? Where something like Mafic Rock is pretty soft. If you go to something like Fertilizer, it's even softer. Or you go into Algae. To softness, right? Really soft. The hardness value of those 3 tiles will not matter. So even if you choose the weakest tiles in the game, as long as you have 3 of them, you know, back to back to back, it's indestructible. Indestructible. So it doesn't matter how hard it is at that point. You have to ranch them. You need a groom tip to get the cuddle. Gotcha, gotcha. People G. Remind me 20 days. Hey, what'd you say? Gotcha, gotcha. Grandpa's with the 17, that's strong. Great to know for early game too. Yeah, it's really good for early game. If you want to save on a little bit of the metals. Yo man, my shovels, dude. So if you guys are wondering why they're not digging out, it's because I am utilizing obsidian. They cannot dig through obsidian tiles, regular tiles. Because obsidian is strong. They break their nails every time they try to dig through. They're a little bit sad about it, so they're in jail. But it's free food. I'm not even mad about it. We're going to breed some more once the dirt amount goes up. Yes, refined metal. So not base metal, refined metal. So anything here has to be refined. Nothing that's base. So the metal ores and things like that, they will be able to dig through, no problem. Ghost Rider with the 14. Strong rolls today. Yeah, we're gonna get to 100 today. We're gonna get to 100 today. We're gonna try. Yeah, those trolls, yep. And you survive with your food. I'm trying to. We had to expand the mule farm today. It's looking all right. Oh, and then we'll get to here. All right, so we're going to need a ladder here. We're going to need to sweep this. Once we can, we'll want to mop that up. We also need to mine this out now. Finish this up. Mine that out. Okay, so we're strip mining the area right now. Just to get through the resources. Hey, it's an adult oak shell. Let's capture this guy. Throw a Pokeball at him. And then the ladders are at least close enough, so I could actually start trimming here as well. How's the rocket plan? We're slowly moving down some of the buildings from up here to the bottom. Because this insulated tile and up is going to be space. So right here. This layer of insulated tile, if we go up from here, I'm going to mine everything out, and it's going to be rockets. So all the gas here is just going to get vaporized eventually. So I'm not worrying too much about the gas pressure up here, even though it's actually pretty nice. But I need to mine everything out, so I just get the resources. Water spilled out all the way. We're good. So I think that means this is all mineable now. Yeah, it's going to be sweet. These guys are angry. Let's try to catch some more Pokeballs. 95, yeah, man. Only way to do it. My favorite Vol setup is just screen doors. That works early game. That's what I did early game, but it looks ugly. So I try to actually redo it eventually. It does look ugly, though. IMO. Alright, we're debating the Joyous Seeds and the Pip. Got a question. Those brown tiles before the gas range. Is that ice? Ice is a brown tile. It's dark ice. So, if you ever heard something called black ice, it's colder than regular ice. And that's what we're using. I'm just kidding. This is just regular ice. So, if you didn't know, this is my freezer box. Behind my freezer box is rails. The food will come in hot, whatever degrees it's at. And we're utilizing a property known as entombment. Entombing is when you get anything inside of a solid tile. Whether it's a building, a dupe, anything. So a lot of the times if you have sand fall on top of a building, it says the building is entombed. That's actually that property that I'm talking about. So when you have something entombed like that, what happens is that you get heat transfer happening a lot faster. So I allow the ice and the items on the rail to basically get really fast heat transfer. So we immediately freeze the food. So it breaks the food down to ideally minus 20. And then behind that we have a radiant pipeline that's ethanol at minus 40. So once we get to that, we could put the food in a storage like this. You could see right here that, oh, the sleet wheat grain is not... Wait, what? Oh, it is deep freeze. So everything here is deep freeze. And it's not even on a cold tile. It's on an insulated tile. But because we keep it in a vacuum like that, there is no heat transfer. So this allows us to store food indefinitely. The only thing that could break this is if rotting food comes into here and releases polluted oxygen. That's about it. Okay, I think we take the Meep because he's Meep. Meeps are the best dupes. I'm gonna take this guy. Hey, it's Meep. He's in, boys. Look at that smile. What's the temperature of the ice? Ice is at negative 40. But yeah, simple setup. This is gonna be my Great Hall right here. 120 chairs. We have a rec room in the middle. You grab the food from here. And then this is the kitchen. And then this is our cooling for the food. And then Dreckle Ranch. But yeah, this is my center of the map. We're trying to keep it a little bit symmetrical from here to here. So you could see that 3 bathrooms, 3 bathrooms, 3 showers, all the beds, all the beds. And then everything else is based off of what I need. Spalm, Dreckle Ranch, Hatch Ranch, wild farming. This is what I do in my rocket. Put a vacuum, people to eat, put a lot of food. Yep, it works, man. It works. I tried that and forgot the cooling loop. Do you know what freshly cooked food decays pretty quick? Kept at 160 F or higher, only fails. Oof. If it's just food and it's not on sterile, I think it's 12% decay, which is still pretty bad. So we could probably find food on the ground, like meal lice. And they would have, you know, normal decay on that. Huh, I don't have food anywhere. But yeah, it's if you have no modifiers on your food, it should decay in I think 8 cycles, most food. Depends on the food, of course. So let's go with a normal food like barbecue. Oh, 4 cycles, so it's 25%. I would probably think it's probably 12.5, 12.5. So normal atmosphere, and then a normal temperature. And then if you go into refrigeration, it should knock that down by 50%. So it goes down to 6. So then you're net 18, 18.5, 19. And then if you put it in a vacuum or in a sterile environment, it should go down to 6% decay. And then if you put polluted oxygen with normal modifiers, it should be around 33%. Something like that. But yeah, it's pretty fast. You don't get that much time for food, sadly. After 230 cycles and some intervention into the hydrogen steam turbine room, AT regulated room, I got my first icebox for food. 230 cycles cooling, that is. Yo, man. That's tough, man. Xenosci, hopefully now you know to use oil and not use the thermal regulator. Because if you didn't know, one aqua tuner is as strong as 5 thermal regulators. It's ridiculous. Now, it's actually more than that, but I'm not going to get into it. One aqua tuner has a strength of 5 thermal regulators, and it's actually more. So yeah, you would have saved a lot of time using the aqua tuner. I hate to say that, man. But yeah, there's a big difference in power between the two buildings. Okay, so back into here, we need to make our manual airlocks for the natural tiles. We're building that. We need to sweep still. We don't need to sweep anything else. Gotta deconstruct more of the other tiles. Oh, they can't reach that. Feels bad. Alright, so we're gonna need to have some tiles here. 1, 2. Well, that's gonna be all of them. I don't know if I want natural tiles here, because they're not gonna be able to grow any plants. I could probably just deconstruct this, though. And then I can push down the entrance, but I want it to line up with my other floors, so I'm gonna probably keep this here. I could just get rid of this, though, and just have ladders. Alright, we'll leave this blank for now. I made a second mistake, too, since the aqua tuner wasn't cooling the turbine. It was regulator for both turbine and the food. Oh, that's a lot worse. That is horrible, dude. That's really bad. Yo, feels bad, man. Only thing is that, yo, man, I'm just happy that it's running now, right? It's good now, right? Yo, man, that's all that matters. As long as it's running now, hey, that's good. Hopefully it is, though. Hopefully it's running right now. Alright, so we're not going to be planting right here yet. I'm just going to put some doors, get it ready. We'll probably want to plant at the bottom first. So... Oh, this is... Oh, yeah, we only need 2 tiles. Because dash assault vines are actually pretty short, right? Dash assault vines should be only 2 tiles tall. I don't have any dash assault vines to check out. Oh, that sucks. I mined out all the rust biomes. Yeah, this is the... Oh, right here. So, dash assault vine, dash assault vine. So, 3 tiles, nothing happens. Okay, that digs it up. So, it is only 2 tiles tall. So, I should be good. Minus 23, still cooling until a nice minus 45. No killing the overkilling. Yo, man. It was worth it. Trust me. It's usually worth it. All right, so this is ready. I need a tile here. Mine that out. First level trim. First level trim here is complete. So we're going to do a 3-level trim. Go out to here. Nothing too dangerous about that, I don't think. They can always just climb out to the right side and run back out. Okay. Over to here. That Slickster is going to die. Feels bad, man. Mine this out. Trim that. Is ethanol distiller breaks super sustainable? Yes. Not the distiller, but the generator. So the ethanol that you generate from the ethanol distiller, it could only be used by the petroleum gen. Building the petroleum gen breaks super sustainable. So that's one thing. So you could make ethanol, you just can't use it. That's the problem. The ethanol distiller building, though, does not break super sustainable since it's not a power generator. It consumes power, but, you know, it's kind of like how, is there another building that generates CO2? No, not this one. Maybe the oil refinery? You could still use it for cooling loop. Yep. I believe super sustainable specifically says generators. Reservations, get a room. Let's go. Super sustainable. Yeah, generators. So no coal, no wood, no petro, no natural gas. And then you're good. Yeah. You don't have to use it. If you build it, you lose. If you build the generator, you lose. So watch out for that. Oh, also, if you teleport and you're playing the DLC and you teleport to the second planet and there's a coal gen there, make sure your dupes don't have access to it because you could lose it like that as well. Like if the generator already exists on the planet and your dupes are like, hey man, let's give it some coal, you immediately lose the achievement. That's one thing to watch out for. I see. I could build it and use the ethanol for cooling loop. Yep. I will build the distiller for the cooling loop. That works. Can you separate all that liquid at the bottom without using filters? Yes, I can. We could use a powerless filter method. Yeah, there's a generator already built sometimes. It feels bad. So if you're curious, we can make a powerless setup that looks something like this. And we put a element sensor. And then if we argue this is the pump, we just have the pipeline go like this. And then every time the correct element hovers right before the vent, we have automation, open up the vent, and it drops the liquid. And then we just filter out all the waters that way, regardless of what type it is. We just have to have enough setups per different elements inside. So very quickly, oil, ethanol, salt water, water, polluted water. I don't know if I have brine here, but that's 5 different elements already. And then we just filter that out by using this design. This is powerless. You don't need to use a filter for that. All you have to do is have a pump add water to the line. So technically it's 240 watts, but you would have to pay for this regardless of the situation. There is also the very jank method of making your dupes do it. Right? By, you know, putting a bottle emptier. And be like, dupes, pitcher pump all the liquids. And then they separate every time they pitcher pump, right? So you could just make them pitcher pump everything. That's a really gross method, but it works as well. Just never have that pipeline stop flowing too. Yep, you gotta have the strats. I gotta mind that out. Works pretty nice. It does, but I don't know, man. Oh, it's getting too hot over here. I could probably add a little bit more cooling then. Let's get another one there. Looks like it's getting a little bit warm, which is fine. We're gonna come in with some jank strats part 2. Just casually make them pump thousands of tons. Yo, man, with 100 dupes, it's actually not that bad. Just saying. 100 dupes, not that bad, man. It's only how many tons? That's fine. Not the bottom level. I don't want the sand falling down. I'm sure they'd rather run the hamster wheel to pump the power to pump than pumping it by hand, 100%. But them all pumping by hand might be faster. Gross what? Sorry, bro. I'm old. What's up, critter? I see you over there. We were just talking about making the dupes manually pump up water, the manual style, than actually using the power-based liquid pump. That's it. Like, ah, man, we're going backwards on the technological advancements. Why are we doing this to ourselves? Trim the top off of here. Oxygen is below the pump for the first time. 20 dupes not bad too. Yeah, it's not bad, but it does mean you're probably gonna have to dedicate all the dupes into doing that, which is not gonna be a fun time. All right, we get to mop this up, and then yeah, let's mine that out. All right, this is getting mined, so we can go through the here now to mop, which is fine. Let's mine this out. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's all mineable up until here, which we'll probably just stand here to do. That's pretty sweet. 100 dupes, 1 pump, 200,000 kilograms. That's a lot. As long as none of them have noodle arms. That's true. You gotta have a lot of bottle emptiers for them to all work at the same time, though. That's one of the downsides. You gotta have 100 bottle emptiers in the water tank. Technically, it works, though. Alright, so this is hot. We're going to use a weird strat. We're going to use ice temp shift plates to cool it down like this. And then we're going to have the cold water catch in this water tank. Or we're just going to hold the cold water there to kind of buffer the heat. Oh, I can't reach it. Let me get a ladder right there. The cooling loop doesn't seem to be as effective, even though it's cold water. Let's lower this down to 20 degrees then. Oh, this is backed up. That's why. Oh, and I'm still pumping out water. That's not good. This reservoir is just... Okay. Maybe we want to expand the spawn today. I mean, if we're going to have to do it eventually, I might as well try doing it now. So, we're going to have to add this setup to over here, vacuum it out, and add it to the map. Okay. So, this right here, this would be a solid tile. And then I would have to have airflow here, tile. And then we would have insulated on the side. That's just one. I probably have to move this over then, which is fine. You gonna do some City Skylines tomorrow? Yeah, City Skylines and Plate Up is probably gonna be the 2 games I play tomorrow. Probably want to do a little bit of variety, which is why I want to do Plate Up. Alright, let's move this here so we could move the entrance to the right side. Make a 1-drop oil lock. Your ethanol line's still cut. It's fine. It's fine. We have way too much hydrogen. I have so much hydrogen per tile right here. Mamba just got scared. We have a lot of natural gas per tile here. We have a lot of hydrogen in this box as well. So the ethanol being cut is fine. We're fine. It just lowers our dirt generation a little bit. But I'm thinking about getting more power consumers. Not gonna lie. Hey, Temujin coming in with the Prime. Thank you so much. Enjoy the emotes, D20 Dice ad-free viewing. Don't forget that legit sub badge. But thank you so much for the support. Appreciate it. Thank you for using your Prime on me. And hope you enjoy your stay. We're gonna get the mulewood here. Gonna have to plant some more. And then this is gonna be another pip spot. We're not gonna wrangle them yet. But we need the dirt. Yeah. We'll get the dirt rolling. It's reconnected. It's fine. Alright, so CO2 right here. We probably do want to mine this area out. So let me remove this and this first, because we could jump in from here to get into this ladder. And then we want to mine this out so the CO2 falls down into this area. Alright, cool. Where is my shower? Here we go. The last ladder, this critter drop-off needs to be turned off, and then we'll turn that off. The last seed. Alright, and then we should be able to wrangle this last pip. You're going to go down here. We got seeds in here waiting. Get some more mealwood. I need to actually harvest these. There we go. Taming the infectious polluted oxygen vent. Too bad it's only grams per second. It's never enough oxygen. It's good to supplement it though. That's like, what, one dupe in the grand scheme of things? That's actually just one dupe. That's actually so sad. This is just enough oxygen for one dupe, accounting for dormancy. Dude, that's really bad. These geysers need to be buffed up. Did you analyze the chlorine? I did. I believe it's at 15 cycles now? 18. That's not too bad. Alright, so these are all built. We need to get the natural tiles in. Oops, that's a sweep. That's a mop. We need to get the... Oh, do I even have seeds for that? Okay, let me deconstruct this first. I didn't even think about that. Do I have dash of salt vine seeds? Oh, that's something I actually don't know. I have 123. Okay, we're good. Nothing to be worried about. Alright, let's start cleaning up the top levels. Looks like I need to remove the ladders too. I can't do this one. Ah, it sucks. I can't actually deconstruct the tile to make a natural tile. So, we're just gonna have to live without that being a spot. Feels bad. I have to keep that one though. Then we'll have to keep the other ladders. Well, we have to deconstruct these. Do this level, and then do this level. I would definitely think the dangerous vents should have higher outputs than the useful ones for a nice cost profit, risk profit, yeah. And now I use the morb farm for my oxygen supply and clay farm. The rime gives me cool environment. No slime lung at all. Oh, that's true. That works. Morbs, though, they die in negative temperatures. Watch out for that, dude. Once the body temperature of the morb goes below 0, they're going to die. So that's going to be dangerous for them. So watch out for that, man. What are you going to do with all that salt? So in this game, we have a method called table salt. And the reason why I want table salt, it's not for the morale. Because you can convert salt to table salt. And then table salt gives you 1 morale every time the dupes eat it. Table salt automatically gets applied to the tables right here. They'll have a little salt shaker. And they're going to add it to their food when they do eat it. So that's 1 morale. Now, that's not really the upside. What I want is actually, let's mine this out first, is that the rock crusher, when they do make table salt, you also get equal amounts of salt into sand, 1-to-1. So I want the sand because eventually we're going to get sage hatches and they're going to eat the sand. Well, not sage, regular hatches. We're going to have the regular hatches eat sand because they do eat sand. And all of the raw minerals crush into sand as well. So since these hatches do eat sand, it's one of the top items at the very top of the list. We're going to want to feed that to them as a food source. Can you move that door over 1 tile offset and still have a tile there? No, that throws off the pit planning properties. You have to be level. Otherwise, that box for the radius of the pip gets offset and it could throw it off. I think it actually does. Because it's not going to plant basically. We could pull it down, but it's not going to plant. Since it's going to be too close to this plant, which means he won't be able to plant on that tile. So it's, you're just going to remove it. It's probably going to be best that way. The cool environment was just around 5 - 9. The morbs live happy. Yo, man. 5 to 9. Oh, 5 to 9, not -9. Oh, man. I thought that was 5 to 9. I was like, hold up, man. That doesn't sound right. That makes sense now. That makes sense now. So I can't reach that. Feels bad. We're gonna have to... We deconstruct the ladders, we have to build them back. You hate to see this kind of thing happen. You really do. Alright, we do need a door here. 5 to 9 degrees. Yeah. I thought that was -9. I got worried for a second. I see you over there, though. I see you over there. Is that whole box going to be salt vines? Too much for one geyser. No. The bottom row is going to be for salt vines. Well, maybe the entire bottom row. Because I think we did the math, and we have... Cancel the ladder deconstruct. No, they can't reach it anyways. They can't reach it anyway, so I do have to deconstruct these regardless. Because even if I have them there, I can't jump up and jump down. Yeah, no, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. Bopping the ladders is okay. Because they can't reach those anyways, because we got to remove this tile. So the bottom row is going to be dash assault vines. I don't think we could plant all of them either. Maybe just some of them. But we'll keep the natural tiles there. And I think it comes out to, we have 2.8 kilograms per second that we could consume. And then we did the Dasha. They consume 6 grams per second. We do 2.8 kilograms per second. Wait. Am I doing that right? I forgot the math. 6 times 600, that's 3.6. If I do 6, is it 2.8? All right, we're gonna recalculate this. God damn it. 356.9 multiplied by active period 46.8 divided by entire active period 90 multiplied by eruption period 278 divided by total eruption period 640. We get 80 grams per second constantly. Even with dormancy, even with all of that, we get 80 grams per second. So we have 6 grams per second. So that means I could put in, I think it's 13, 12 or 13. So 80 divided by 6, 13. We get 13 dash assault vines without thinking about it. You probably don't know this. The entire top of my map right here was subsurface ocean. So one of my map modifiers is subsurface ocean. So this entire area on the top half right here was all salt. You could still see it. A lot of salt. And that was filled with poke shells. Filled, absolutely filled. So we got an army. You guys ever see the music video for Crab Raid? That's where they got the crabs, man. They came by my planet. They're like, hey, man, can we get some poke shells for the crab rave video? And I was like, sure, man, that's fine. Took some poke shells that came back. They changed, though. They have blue armor now. I don't know why. It's probably from the water. Something from the water. But, yeah, man, I'm not even mad. Oh, yeah, back over to here. All right, we got the ladder. We need this. We need that. The gas here is not going to matter. We just need everything to spill out, and we're going to be good. Have this mine out, have everything spill. I think we're going to want to spill to the right, though. That's going to be the best method, I think. So from here, I need to remove this, trim that. Forgot about that. Later all, have a good one, Poetic Artist. We'll see you next time. Thank you for being here, hanging out. And, yo, hope you have a good one. We'll see you tomorrow, man, hopefully. And, dude, have a great Friday if we don't see you. And a great weekend. Gotta have the good stuff, man. Alright, we could mine that because it's sand. I could mine that because it's salt. I watch your video and follow your build. Yep, it's good. But, I don't use so much polluted dirt to feed them. Yeah, I feel that. Oh, okay. I thought he was going to get stuck. Okay, let's cancel that. Yeah, ranching Pokeshells kind of sucks. So all of these guys are wild. I don't actually ranch them. But yeah, it's tough to feed these guys. Now the upside is that You could have the polluted dirt in the water. Thank you, Poetic Artist. Appreciate that, man. Thank you for the early wishes. But I believe you could have the food you need to feed them in the water so it doesn't off-gas. So it's pretty good, but it's tough. Oh, you want to ranch them for steel. Oof. Oof, man. I'll likely do more overtime again. Yo, man. Hopefully that means you don't have to be on call on the weekends. But who knows, right? Such as the work. You could, for steel... I like doing Paku and just getting it from the eggshells. That's usually what I do. Hey, we got the one egg. Let's go. He's going to flop back in soon. And then we'll get the tame Paku finally. Alright, so this is good. So the problem with this setup is literally the fact that I have too many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 21. I have way too many dash assault lines. So I don't know what I could put down there. Because I only have enough to keep 13 dash assault vines indefinitely. Even though I have Bleachstone in here, it's not going to last. So I probably have to move some of these. I actually don't mind doing a different pattern so that they're more spread out. So an arbitrary farm with ethanol distiller requires to feed Pokeshell. Free resources at all. That's actually true. Yeah, that's true. You could either convert the ethanol polluted dirt into dirt, or you could feed it to the Pokeshells and give you sand. You could also, what I like doing with the Pokeshells, is putting them in your water sieve room. Because your water sieve, if you have a polluted water geyser, is going to be filtering a lot of times. And then you just get free polluted dirt that way as well. Because you could actually ranch wild your Pokeshells in this room, and then have an auto sweeper pick up the sand they poop out and put it into the sieve. The problem is that it's not one-to-one, so it's not a perfect loop. But if you add enough sand into it, or enough polluted dirt into it, the Pokeshells just eat, give you sand, and then, you know, it sweeps into itself. There's a lot of little things like that you could do. It's not necessary, but it's kind of cool, though, that you do have those options. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 12, 16, 21. We need to go down to 13, maybe even 12. So we could probably do every other and bop every other tile. It kind of sucks because I did the extra work to do this. But I think if we do every other tile, it's perfectly laid out. Spacing's kind of nice that way. Probably want to do it from the left side. And I probably also want airflow tiles here. So we do every other. We keep this one. Yo, this is tough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's actually fine. I'm okay with 11. I just want to consume a little bit of the chlorine when I'm doing this. Oh, and then the other thing is I have to bop one of the tiles. Yeah, we do that later. We'll probably do this one. And then we'll put the doors here. Because I need to put a critter drop off. And that's 3 tiles tall. Yeah, that's going to have to be there. Alright, the dupes are going to do that. We'll start planting the pinch pepper nuts and the whatnot soon. Let's get some of the doors ready. And then we got to move the ladders again so that we could deconstruct the bottom layer of this. So this is going to be... Yeah, that's fine. Even if I'm slightly off. Autosave lag. Okay, that's fine. And we'll put one in here extra. I think the ethanol loop is one of the process chains in the game that's very good for just overall resource gain. Lumber becomes a lot of things. I wish they had more of those process chains, though, in the game. Because you have, what? Crude oil into petroleum, into sour gas, into natural gas. Lumber into ethanol, into either polluted dirt or polluted water, depending on how you want it. There's not too many of those options. Probably going to take Camille. There's not too many of those options, man, when it comes to this game. There is every organic item becomes dirt and then sand. So slime, algae, fertilizer. Food, I think it's the same way. Food rots, becomes polluted dirt, and I think that converts into sand. I might be wrong. I feel like if they do add resources to the game, I hope they add like a chain process for the new resource as well. Alright, we gotta wait for the dupes. Take care of business. Since this is mined out, we'll get the critter drop off here. We're gonna need to get some bins. Here, and then I want it to be in the middle because of how the game works. If the seeds are too far away, it's not that great, right? So we'll do one on the left, put one on the right once it's ready. Dupes are lagging it right now, man. They're not even working because there's just too much lag. Feels bad, man. Alright, so we climb up this way. I could make the jump, and then I want the water to spill out from this side. I should be able to climb up here and mine this out. And then from the top, mine out the bottom. Now from here, that's water, that's fine. That's actually what I want. And then I think I want this. I want this to be a tunnel so that, you know, it just kind of falls down into it. And then once it gets into here, infinite storage. I guess we won't do this for now, since I want it to spill out this way. And then once it spills here, it spills back in. That's probably not bad to do, though, on that tile. Some of the water's spilling over on the left, which is not good. Oh, and this is active now. Oh, this is going to be hot. I hope the dupes don't have problems with this. I could put a door here so that it fills up all the way and self-pressurizes. That could be a thing we could do. Meemaw's chilling. Gotta trim as much as we can, though. Alright, so that's gonna spill in. That's fine. Working back on this side. We trim this now. Jump across that way. And then we do that. Oh, this ladder has to be torn down. 4 at a time. Alright, spillage. A little bit of spillage here. Gotta mop it up. Dupes is still working. That's fine. Alright, so K-Cows is a little bit stabilized now. We have a lot of lettuce. They need to add a salad recipe, dude. I'm kind of mad. You can't eat... I mean, you can eat lettuce by itself, but you should be able to add, like, some oil, some salt, and make a dressing. I mean, crude oil is not consumable, so maybe that's why. They gotta add a new oil to the game. That's kind of what we need. We need a new type of oil to make salad dressing. That'd be kind of sweet. Alright, so we have 6 nature reserves. So let's go. So we're using the nature reserve shower combo to get the easy 9 morale. Pinch of pepper nut, dash of salt vines, and lettuce. That's just salt and pepper, though. Right? Am I wrong? I might be wrong. Isn't that just salt and pepper? I guess that is kind of what you want. Get a little bit of seasoning. I'm surprised they don't have... So back in the day, I heard that barbecue, the recipe, used to require pinch of pepper nuts. This recipe. It used to require you to add in pinch of pepper nuts to be able to make barbecue. That's actually pretty fair, man. I wouldn't mind having that being normal again. Maybe turn bomb lily into balsamic dressing. Ooh. What is bomb lily supposed to be like? Like... what's the word I'm looking for? It's supposed to represent something that's in real life, right? But it's not. Like, what fits that category? Is medicinal herbs that you use to make medicine, but otherwise, you know, you could eat it. Like, what is that? Maybe they could allow you to make like preservation jars or kegs for fermenting, whatever. That could possibly be pretty cool. I'm thinking. Alright, we'll do it like that. There's a lot of sweeping that needs to happen. We have enough suits, though, so it should be fine. We need ladders up here. Then we go into here. That becomes a regular tile down because we can't get a natural one. Feels bad. You're telling me I need to make a farm without a farm tiles for carnivore if I don't have Pakus? Thank goodness it's not like that. Oh, that's true. I didn't think about that. For balancing reasons, that could be the reason why. Well, then again, you could eat raw meat and still do carnivore. You just don't get the bonus calories from having it be from being cooked. That's really the major difference, I think. Interesting. I never thought about that. That's a good point, Xenosan. I see you over there. Gonna trim this out because we can. This guy's angry. Let's try to throw a Pokeball at him. This guy as well. Now we wait for that guy. Alright, so we have ice. Oh, that reminds me. Did we do the... And it works. Pool of ice water. Buffers the heat a little bit. I guess sandy shells exist too. Oh, that's true. You get that seafood, technically. Technically. I don't know if that's what you want, though, in the grand scheme of things. Alright, so this is able to be trimmed now safely. I'll probably want to deconstruct these two tiles and my... Nah, we'll wait. Deconstruct that, though. It's fair. And then trimming this out as well. Remove this ladder. I want to mine these two. This is a ladder that we don't need. Fleeing. Is it over here? Was the guy beating you up? Get him, boys. Fluon's cool. Oh, he's hitting us with the hammer. Guys, be quick. Throw some Pokeballs at him. Get him, boys. Oh, he's hitting people with the hammer. Fluon's getting beat up, dude. We gotta send him to the hospital. Hey, got him, boys. Good stuff, good stuff. Alright, the dupes are working. Dupes are working. Alright, so we need to make the oil lock right here so we could expand the spawn. I want to do a sweep only setup. So let's turn that off. Let's sweep this is pretty sweet. And we'll sweep that into here. Crude oil, sweep only, priority 9. That should be the only area I have for sweep only, I think. And I need to reload. Oh, I'm missing a tile. Feels bad. I can't repair my suits. I need to make sure I can repair my suits. And it might be time to redo a little bit of the power here. Airflow there because I wanted a deodorizer. Oh, the bridge is in the way. Oh, that's rude. That sucks. Okay, that means I can't have anything there. Or I put it here. That kind of works, yeah. And then we deodorize here. Hey, that works because it's 2 tiles range. Perfect to the ceiling. And we get to deodorize this room, finally. Get rid of the polluted oxygen bubbles. So I do need to reroute a lot of the power wires. These power wires looks pretty sweet, but they're getting in the way. Alright, that's good. I could do the strat here, I'm hoping. It doesn't bop me in the face. Hopefully it does not delete the oil. If it does, I'll just sweep to this one. So we're making what's known as a 1-drop lock setup for the vacuum lock. Basically, we keep a vacuum in the middle. It prevents heat transfer from happening. It's pretty nice. And you save on the liquids. Build, build, build. Yes, yes. No build. Aw, Camille, dude. What are you doing? Dude, the dupes just stood there for like 30 seconds. I hate it when that happens. The dupes are all slackers. Oh, there it is. Don't delete, don't delete. There we go. And now the drop falls down and we get a vacuum. Alright, they're repairing the suits. Looks like a lot of suits needed to be repaired. Hopefully we don't run into another aqua tuner issue with that. It's at 69 degrees. It might actually need to turn on the power. Oh, that's not good. We have so many repair errands right now. Time to put in the hamster wheel as punishment? Dude, I used to have so many in the base because I would just live off the manual dupe wheel power. Like, that's actually how I did super sustainable. It's kind of gross, but I did do it that way. Dude, there's not enough water, actually. Yeah, it doesn't get to go through. Someone just woke up. Talk about Mamba. The little Mamba's is awake. He's cleaning himself right now. He knows it's time for me to wrap up. He knows it is, and he's like getting ready before he gets all his head rubs, his wet food, all the things, man. Guys, do you have any cat owners in chat? Do you have any cat owners in chat, man? One, I have a cat. I have one cat as well. Smoke alarm. I gotta ask, man. Is it weird that I feel like it's kind of natural to spoil your cat? It's kind of natural to spoil your cat. Is that weird? I actually have 4. I see you over there. It's not bad. Owner is not a real. Does anyone have a pet cat? Do you have any people with pet cats in chat? It feels like you need to spoil the cats. I don't know if that makes sense. I had 2 a few years ago. Now I have a bunch of other ones. I mainly had birds, so I can't have cats anymore. Oh, that sucks. Avian Nightmare. Sounds like you lived your name. You had cats and birds? Yeah, that's a nightmare, alright. I see you over there. Is that how you got your name? Is that how you got your name? I'm curious. I have 2, but they only tolerate me. Mamba loves me. He's actually affectionate. And, like, does his snuggles. He will headbutt me and snuggle up. He will, literally will be next to me or try to. He'll follow me around the house. And he's my first affectionate kitty cat. So I've spoiled him. I've given him everything he wanted. If he needs something, if he wants to go outside, I let him do everything he wants to do. But he's been affectionate, so I'm not even mad about that. My boyfriend named me because of my birds in the background. It drove him crazy. Oh, yeah, I can see that being a thing. If they like to make noise, things like that. I could see that being a thing, 100%. Alright, so we have this set up. We gotta remove this. And then I am gonna want to build this tile, and then this tile. And then we get to push all the CO2 to the right, and we'll be able to make our new spawn design. So it's going to be 2 tiles here, and then we're gonna have to remove the plastic ladder probably. We'll get ready with that. Bunnies here. Bunnies are nice. Ricky Gervis has a whole bit about spoiling cats. Oh, really? Interesting. Well, my ones keeps asking what you doing. I find it cute. Oh, oh my God! You have one of your birds actually say, "What you doing?" Oh man, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Plants are cool too. Citrus the Wizard. Does that mean you have orange plants or lemon plants? Citrus plants are the business because they repel mosquitoes, and mosquitoes are a pain in the butt. They will literally bite you in the butt while you're pooping, which is what I'm not a fan of. Come on, man. I'm just trying to take a dump. Stop biting me in my butt. And you know what, man? They love it. They can't stop. They kind of bastards about it, too. Alright, let's probably not go too deep. Probably just go up to here, into the suit line. Alright, alright. This is not bad. Let's do a little bit of trimming here. This is 3 tiles. I don't think any... Oh, well, we could actually jump down, right? Alright, let's do top tile so they don't jump down actively. And then we'll get a ladder here to pick up the items here. Not bad, not bad. This guy's still chilling. So the water stopped spilling. Okay, so that's probably a sign I need to do this. Need to sweep that, wait for that to spill out. This is going to be a 2-tile decon. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we do these two like that. Do the door last. This is good. Sweep here. And then we just gotta... I guess we could sweep here. Oh, the slicks are hatched. Hey, he's wild. Nice. The parent died, though. Feels bad. We need to sweep that once we can. Oh, that's going to be tough. I'm going to need a ladder for that. 2 tiles here. 2 tiles here. A lot of mixed liquids, but I think we're good. We're going to have to filter that out later. So this is a simple setup. It's a simple mine. I'll do that here as well. Probably take the ladder, go across nowadays. So trim this out. Trim this up top as well. And then 1, 2, 3. Okay, we don't do this, so we do that. We can mine this from the ladder. And then we can do this as part of the second layer. Yeah, that's not too bad. From here, let's go like this. Mining through the abyssalite should be fine. And then over to here, they got taken care of that. Good stuff. Let's do an early trim. We're gonna basically mine out to the one thin layer of abyssalite. And then we're going to hope that we can take care of this. I need to be able to jump up there, mine these two, that's fair. Keep trimming this. There we go. Go all the way down. And then I need to make the sweep only oil again. Dump it there. Not bad. Why is there no suit here? Why is there a suit here? Oh, they gotta repair. So the reason why I say I think you have to spoil the cats, I feel like raising Mamba has made me realize one thing. Cats have really good memory. That might be what they have over dogs. And I think it's more so like the minor things. Like if the cat does something, he remembers how you react, I feel like. And if you treat the cat well, the cat treats you well. I don't know. Maybe Mom was just special in that regard. But I feel like if you spoil the cat spoils you back. Kind of. Do the cat owners in chat or people with pet cats have a similar idea to what I'm saying? Feels a little weird. Same time, not really. Gotta mind that still. Trim that, of course. Oh yeah, but then these things are stuck in that tile. Still waiting for that decon over there. And how is my chlorine room? Oh, stuff is melting. That's fine. They're taking some time, but it's getting there. Let's put the airflow tile there. Bin on this side. You gotta whisper these. Mamba's listening in the background. He can't hear me. I'm speaking too fast. I'm sounding like a soccer commentator to Mamba. I sound like a soccer commentator to Mamba, probably. He doesn't know what I'm saying. All he hears is goal or cat food. Alright, this spills out. That's good. Should I trim everything else out? I'm not sure. So I think we're going to keep this ladder. Because this might be the ladder we go outside to climb up to the top. Is what I'm thinking. So the suit entrance might have to be here or something. Have like the suit entrance here, and then all this is one suit line to go into the space. We'll probably have to do something like that eventually. Or we do it below. I find it kind of weird that he doesn't react to his name at all. You know what? He doesn't react to his name that often. That is right. But I don't think cats are really good at reacting to their names. That is one thing. I want to say yes and no. I've adopted 2 previously abused cats, and even though I've never done anything to them, they still don't trust me. Oh, so here's the thing. Mamba, I don't know what happened, but he's not good with humans. Then again, like, you know, cats are just normally not good with humans. Like, they're scared of them. They're like bigger predators, things like that, right? Whatever you want to call it. And, you know, didn't think too much about it. But my other cats were all good with humans. I don't know, maybe it's a little bit weird. But Mamba was also the cat that's like, I didn't raise from a kitten. I got him when he was already adults. Now, the thing is that he accepts me. But everyone else, he hates. Like, he runs away from them. It doesn't matter who they are, he just runs. But for me, it's like, he's cool with it, man. He's like, oh man, is that legit? Yo, man, what's my head rubs? He'll walk up. He'll do the thing where, you know, he'll wrap his body around you. Like, he'll walk past and just brush up, right? Things like that. Sounds about right, memory. Also, some are pretty smart. Asking if it come and sit on you is appropriate time, stuff like that. Yeah, sometimes cats know. Mamba knows when I'm still streaming, and sometimes I'm just like, no Mamba. And he's cool with it. He just goes back to bed. Oh, this is bad. Okay. I'm gonna put a door here. Because I don't want the salt water right now. I have way too much. What I'm worried about is the temperature. And then we're just gonna keep it accumulated for now. We'll leave it uncapped so it has a little bit of vent out. But yeah, I'm gonna put a door there so it overpressurizes it itself. That's what I'm thinking, man. It's a memory thing. It's like, you know how people say that cats are smarter than dogs, you know, whatever. And it's like, I think it might be something else. It might be more so associated with like memory. Because I've seen both smart cats, not that smart cats, smart dogs, not that smart dogs, right? Alright, that's gonna spill. So I'm actually gonna extract that. Alright, so this is open. So, yeah, and we caught the poke shells. Yeah, so no more water is gonna dump into here. So everything is pretty much good. Okay, that's actually really good for me. So I am going to start bopping this. And we are not going to go up to the top. We're basically just going to trim this down and then walk across through the water. And the goal is going to be we clip this through so that all the water spills into the tank. I think it depends on how it was grown and treated. That's true. That's another thing. That's something that's talked about a lot. Nurture versus nature. How they're raised versus how the cats are, like characteristically. That's another thing that's always debated upon. I could see that being a thing as well. We are doing great. Did not have to tap into the lettuce. Not bad, not bad. And then all we're doing now is doing a little bit of gas control. Trying to bop the unbreathable gases. And then once we do that, we're clearing out the map, getting a little bit more food. And then we'll start getting into space. I think we might want to get into space very soon. Maybe even next stream is what I'm thinking. Maybe. Not sure if we'll do it as early as next stream, but I'm thinking it might be. Because we have a lot of the map already cleared out, which is not bad. That's what we need to do. And theoretically, we could climb through the box right here now. I guess I do want to go out this way. Let's not actually do that yet. Let's do this first. Actually, no. I want the water to spill into here. I guess we could do this. Just not break it through all the way. And then we trim the top on the top and from the bottom. And then we gotta mine out this area. So I probably want to ladder through like that. So this becomes easier to mine. And then once we do these digs, we're gonna go through these 4 tiles, climb down, go through here. Spill this out. And then I knew it. Dude, guys. 200 sleet wheat. 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 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1,400 sleet wheat seeds. Jesus Christ, that's a lot. That's actually almost triple the amount I have. I have 700. By adding 1,400 more grains of wheat, we're going to be able to make some frost burgers if we really wanted to. We might have the occasional frost burger because we're going to have the ingredients for it. So maybe I wouldn't mind that. We're not going to grow bristle blossoms, so stuffed berries is going to be out of the question. I wouldn't mind stuffed berries, though. And then we're not going to get curried beans. It's going to be a pain. No spicy tofu. We don't have nosh beans. And then, yeah, frost burgers is probably going to be it. Actually, we could probably do spicy tofu if I go out of my way to start growing those. But I can make some more pepper bread as a result. Since we have a lot of pinch of pepper nuts, we technically have a lot of sleet wheat grain growing in the wild right there. So I wouldn't be mad about that. We have some here too. 180, 180, 180. 180? Dude, we have 2,000 sleet wheat grain in the ice biomes. We need to tap into that. We need to tap into that. Alright. Gotta continue with the trims. That's good. The ladders are in. Some of the rooms are becoming separated. No pinch pepper nuts there. Feels bad. And then we just gotta move in the seeds. So this is gonna be 2, 4, and 5. And then this is gonna be dash of salt lines. And critter drop off right here. Copy, and then this one is going to be manually clicked in because it's 2. This is 4 and 4, 5 and 5, that's fine. More seeds, it's fine. And then we'll move the pip here to start planting soon. 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah, we gotta do right to left still. So this one doesn't matter, separate room. And then we do right tile first. And then right here is gonna be every other, so that the pinch of pepper nuts are planted properly. Ah, man, I forgot about the ladders. We'll have to do them now. So many more extra jobs for the dupes. I think we might allow them... Yeah, we'll allow them to do this first, and we do the other ones later. I don't want to overload the dupes with too many jobs, because we only have 2 idle. That's one thing I'm always worried about. I don't want to overload the dupes. Want them to be happy. Alright, so the door is going to allow the water to accumulate. This is going to make it so that the water doesn't get hot and spill over everywhere. And yeah, I want to mine this out, but I think we'll keep it there for now. And then we got to do this. So that's going to be here. Mine this up, and then we want to trim this. Every other tile. So we can just make the jump. And then we gotta remove this ladder soon, probably. Oh, I gotta mine this out. Ooh, that got mined out. So we gotta do these 4. And then we jump around this way. It's probably gonna be like that. After we climb down. To climb back up to trim up the top. That's gonna be on the next stream. Oh, they're already working right here, man. That's fast. Let's do these 2. And then from this side, I want to do this, and then all of that. We could mine that from the ladder. This is going to be from the bottom. It's going to be pretty safe. And then we're still pumping out the water. It feels bad. Are my reservoirs filled up? They are. That's really gross. Alright, we really need to expand that. Alright, so this is good. We're going to push out the oil, have the oil drop to the ground. Probably deconstruct that. We probably also want to deconstruct these tiles. And then the oil could fall. Actually, I need that to build the tile. We don't need this, though. Yeah, and then I gotta make sure that we don't bop the line. Alright, this makes the vacuum. Good stuff. And then we gotta do these 4. After that, we want to deconstruct those 2 and build tiles there. Build, build, build. Gas flow, CO2, good stuff. They can't breathe out in there, and even if they do, it's CO2, so it's fair. Actually, I don't need that, right? That's true. That's true. So, gas pipeline at the bottom. We do that. We gotta build those 2. We gotta deconstruct these. Once we build these, we could deconstruct this wall. And then we get to expand out this setup. So we want 2 more electrolyzers, at the very least, so that we go through the water. And then we'll extend out the pumps accordingly. And I think I want to get 1 more tile space out so that I could build this properly. Either way, that's good. We go for these 3. The Bushman, I see you over there. Oh, someone's trapped? Oh, they're trapped. Oh my god. Okay, we got any igneous? It's probably igneous. That's gonna be the tile. Dude, you just beat his pants? Dude, we're 843 cycles in. Feels bad. Don't save them, dude. They're running out of oxygen soon. Let me get some higher priority digs right there. And we are gonna be taking... It's 2 Ottas. Oh, God. It's gonna be one of these 2. Doctoring is pretty bad. So I think we take Otta. Shabby dresser kind of sucks, though. Duress to impress. Never gonna trigger. Okay, so we can get another floor here for the dupes. Autosave lag. And there we go. Let's go with that. Should be fair. We picking Ada or Ada? It was Ada. I don't know what to tell you, dude. We picked Ada. Can you guys do this? This guy's gonna pee his pants too? Amar, what are you doing, man? Dude, you're so far away. You're so far away. Why can't you guys do it? Come on, you guys. Steph, where are you? Dude, you're so far. What in the heck, dude? Why can't you guys just build? Oh, there we go, geek. Oh my god, thank you for saving them. Everyone else was a slacker. Oh, nope, Pete's pants. Ah, damn it. At least it's contained. Be like that sometimes. Alright, so we can mine this now. Rowan, get out of there, please. Should be fine, should be fine. We just gotta clean up the mess. Still crushing the CO2. That's really good, actually. And we're almost bringing out the breathable gas into the area. No, the ethanol is starting to cook. Oh, that's what I did not want to see. So one of the problems was the right side was a little bit too hot. And my ethanol, if it goes into that pocket, actually starts cooking and vaporizes into gas. Oh, man, I don't want to see another gas. Feels bad. It is what it is, though. Just gotta let them do what they gotta do. Alright, so those guys are no longer stuck. They should be fine. Strip mine here. We're gonna trim this out. Trim that as well. And then we gotta add one last one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Try to mine as much as we can. Do the thing. And they'll probably get one last one for the bottom. Alright. Not bad, not bad. We need to do this one next. The meal what still goes. I wish I was gases were colorful in real life too. I know, right? You wish gas would differentiate itself like this. Hydrogen is a nice pink purple. Polluted oxygen we could visibly see is green. That'd be OP, man. If that were a superpower, it would not be that broken, I don't think. If that were a superpower, that'd be pretty balanced. You could see the colors of the gaseous elements. That's not that bad. Doesn't seem that bad. Alright, so from here, we want to mine these two. 1, 2, 3, 4. So these two go around from the side. So I do want to mine this out. We go down from the bottom. This just allows us to climb up. This is going to allow us to basically allow the water to spill, which is going to be pretty important. That's true too, Crocodile. That's true too. It's that saying, right? What you don't know can't hurt you. Little did you know that you being hurt feels bad, man. Alright, so we want to do that there. That's going to be good. Seal this up. That's going to be a ladder to ladder setup. And then this ladder has to go soon. I probably should allow us to ladder down. Need to start trimming this. And then this is almost done. Sweets. Clearing out the subsurface ocean. Finally. I see you over there. Ultimo Pot 5000 with a name like that. I believe it. Looks like he's speaking from experience. I see you over there. And then we got to trim this. Now that that's done, it's not bad. Got down to here. I don't want to mine through the ice yet. We're just going to let it melt. This cold energy is great buffer, though. Alright, so 1, 2, this is 120. This was 15 each. 150, 180. Divided by 5. That's 16? 36? So this actively feeds 36 dupes, okay? Oh, we had another power issue again from the overload. I need to really replace the suit forge. Really gotta do that soon. I gotta make this so that it's on a separate line. I'll have to do that next stream, probably. Gotta remove that. And then I probably want to do the solid set here. And then the insulated. I might be wrong. I think that benefits us. But we'll do it like that for now. Well, we'll not actually do that yet. Let's put the insulated at the bottom, at least to like that. And then we have to do the liquid spill, vacuum the top, and then allow the oxygen to merge together. This is in grams. That's really gross. Because that means we're pumping out as soon as we can. This is balanced. Sometimes you don't even generate enough oxygen. Yeah, we'll have to make that. We'll have to make that expansion later. It's fine. And then the salt water is still not being utilized. Hopefully, once we get the additional things, it's gonna be fine. And then I need to make sure the overloading stops happening. At least right now we have cold water, so the pump's not gonna turn on. That's what's keeping us safe. If the pump doesn't turn on, we're golden. The water sieve is gonna constantly be running. Feeding into the electrolyzer. Ah, that's such a struggle. Alright, guys. This is gonna be a great spot to wrap things up for the night. So, we made some progress. A little bit more strip mining being done. Had to relocate the mealwood. Additional bathroom. Redid some of the bedrooms so we have a more symmetrical setup. The Paku Ranch. Oh, no! Oh, I don't have something to pull out meat. Oh, dude, that's not cool. 98 dupes. I need to get 2 more, man. I need to get 2 more. Only at 98. Dude, the meat's here. Oh, it's gonna rot. Since we didn't lay an egg yet. Oh, we don't have a ladder. Dupes can't reach that, right? If I open this, will they be able to move the Paku fillet? I actually want to check this out real quick. So, Napolini's, you're going to store materials. No, you are not storing the right food type. Ah, man. All right, so I need to put a loader here. That's one thing I forgot. So I'm going to need to remove the sweeper. Ah, okay. I'm going to actually do that now. Never mind. Guys, we're going to keep rolling. Oh, they could reach. Oh, they could reach? No, we just picked up polluted dirt. Okay, that's fine. All right, we're going to fix this really quick. We could probably remove the sweeper. Nah, I don't want to, though. If they could pick up the pocket fillet, that would be godlike. And they do unlimited range. Let's go. Shooting out there like Steph Curry. We'll take that. Okay, so I need to put a loader in here to sweep out specifically the cooked paku. This is specifically eggs, and it's using the overpass setup, so I can't do that. So I probably have to go through here. That makes the most sense. So we could sweep through basically the door on that side. Because I don't... Yeah, that's probably going to have to be the play. So we'll move the loader within range. Go through the door pretty easy. And then we have to send this into a food line. So if we move this over to here, it drops into here. And then the... Okay, that works, that works. That's such a weird line. Okay. Wait. Oh, I can't go through that door. And then we gotta lock this one. Yeah, that's starting to make sense. So this line wants to go into that line, so we go in like this. This goes in basically like that. And since it's all green, it's just large forks, and it merges together into the intake, so that all works out. And then we need power. Oh, man. I didn't have a sweep for the fillets. I didn't think about the food from the dead fish. Alright, so power lines. Simple line. Simple line. Okay, pretty simple. Now, all we have to do is... a ladder here. Dupes come in, ladder, do the thing, get out. 1, 2, 3, 4. They reach everything. Okay, cool. 1, 2, 3, 4. Everything works. Everything works. Gotta sweep out the diamond so we can replace the tile later. Good. And then hopefully that's going to mean that the Paku Ranch is going to be rolling. That is going to be what we're going to be hoping for right now. Once that gets rolling, we're going to get surf and turf, basically good amount. It's going to be nice. Alright. Got to build out the rail, have everything come in together. This should be fine. We have this line feeding in the sand. Yep, that's good. This is the egg line, and then this is the eggshell fillet line. Yeah. And then the extra eggs are going to be egg cracked. Okay. So really quick, I want to check. Locked out of this box. Good. That's what I need them to be. Locked out. Bedroom doors that need to be open. No, I mean, not bedroom. We could probably keep the kitchen door open. Make that easy. Bedrooms I want to keep closed in case there's a shine bug running around. Open up the showers, though. Oh, wait. The pips are inside. Let's try to wrangle the pips. Put them somewhere else. I probably should... Yeah, I'll probably do that next stream. We're going to make a cuddle pip ranch underneath the dash assault find spot. I think we're going to want to do that because we're going to have to do a bottom up and then a top down replant setup. So basically everything from here to here has to plant upside down, and then everything from here to here plants normally. So we're going to need a space that allows us to buffer that. So I'm thinking that's going to be. I don't know if it's going to go out all the way. I don't know if we're going to want something else inside. Imagine having a cuddle pip in the showers. Dude, you want to hug a... Dude, would you want your... That's weird, man. I feel like it's weird. I mean, you're showering, dude. You're showering. Don't you need some privacy when you shower? I wouldn't want my pet dogs or cats to be in the shower with me. I will say that. You gotta have a little bit of that privacy as well. Just saying, man. Just saying. Alright, so this is pretty sweet. Pet sponge. Sponge slug. Is the... I guess that justifies it. Pet sponge. I see you over there with the pet sponges. Technically, they're right. Nothing wrong with a pet sponge. I'm not a sponge hater, so, you know, be like that. Talking, imagine taking a shower and this pink beast comes up to you and hugs you. Oh, man. That sounds like it's a trap. That sounds like it's a trap, man. I'll see you over there, though. It might be better in the bathrooms, man. The only problem is you might get some food poisoning on the cuddle pips. How's your PC holding at 98 dupes? I'm lagging, dude. Trust me, I'm lagging. That's called a spouse. Damn, I see you over there, Avian Nightmare. I see you over there. I'm lagging, man. I have to play on 1x speed. Otherwise, I lag really hard. So yes, I'm barely able to survive. But we're here. Still doing a thing. Alright, so most of the water spilled out. And this might be overpressure. 500 kilograms? Yeah, I think it is. We'll see if it is. But I think that's enough to overpressure it. Gotta wait for the eruption. Yes, overpressure. Idle, 0.3. Nope, it produced a little bit of water. Nope, the values are not going up. So nothing happens here. It's just an animation. Okay, cool. We need to remove 2 still. Probably want to trim this still. Trim that over here. So max number of dupes just depend on your CPU. Kind of. Other things as well, playstyle. You could do things to reduce lag actively in the game. Like reducing the amount of critters on the map. Every time you have a critter, they kind of cause lag. So you could do things like that to kind of reduce lag, if that makes sense. Having less items on the grounds, right? Sweep them all into one tile so that the heat transfer is only happening on that one tile. Paths too. If you reduce the amount of walking distance that your duplicates have to simulate, that makes it a little bit less laggy. If I click on Big Cthulhu right here, show navigation, they basically have a lot of pathing, especially with the ladders. Ladders act as 2 tiles due to the fact that you could stand on top and inside the ladder. So you could do a lot of things where you eventually set up the doors and prevent dupes from going into certain areas so that they don't simulate as much pathing. Makes it less laggy. Flying critters are probably the worst thing you could get. Didn't I have a shine bug somewhere? Because in a open environment like this, a flying critter will cause like insane amounts of lag. I don't have any shine bugs though to showcase that. I have them in here, but they're not outside. But basically, imagine every tile space having to simulate, movement for a shine bug. It's gonna be a nightmare. So CPU, there's some mods that reduce the load as well. If you're playing DLC, if you have multiple planets discovered, that's gonna add to the lag. And yeah, map size is another thing. The more map you have, the more pathing you technically have as well. And theoretically, you could reduce gas movement if I remove all the gases that doesn't need to be there. So I could remove all the chlorine, remove all the ethanol gas, remove all the polluted oxygen, and then we only have CO2 and oxygen. It's pretty good because you have less gases having to simulate movement. And then if you only have one gas, you don't have to simulate movement at all. It's just pressure levels going up and down. And if you have a vacuum, it's even less laggy because, you don't have to simulate gas movement in that case. So we are going to do some of the other things as well. Like from this insulated layer and up is going to be space exposure. It's going to have tiles there, so we're just going to vent out all the gases. And then have that be the space for my rockets going into to and for the planetoid. But yeah, there's a lot of things you could do. It's not just your CPU, but yeah. You're only limited to so much. After 100, you can't really do much more. And you can do a lot more, depending on what you're doing. Like, I could play off-stream, and it'd be a little bit easier, because I'm not having to broadcast my stream. But outside of that, yeah. You are somewhat limited to your CPU, because the game and the simulation is kind of heavy. What is that area above our colony? This is called Regolith. Yeah, sector off dupes and assign sector tasks. Yep. Fried PB&J. That is something we're going to have to do eventually. But what I want to do, though, is I want to do job suitability first. Fried PB&J, you're exactly right. One of the things we could do is make it so that only certain dupes go to the mealwood. Only certain dupes go harvest the arbitraries. Only certain dupes go to the ranching area. That way you don't get as much simulation. But I don't want to do that yet because I have to reset my priorities. Oh, the private offices area. Do you care for spoilers? Technically, this is spoilers. But basically, that is remnants of the old colony. Maybe that's all I should say. That is remnants of the old colony. And what I mean when I say that is there's a little bit of backstory. And that was the establishment. For sure, it's a task. Yeah, man, especially when you have 100 dupes. You have to go through the list. I have like 5 people with the same name. I have 3 Ottos, dude. 5 Oshkons. It's gonna be a nightmare, dude, because I have to rename everyone too. That's at a certain point. Oshkon number 1, Oshkon number 2, Oshkon number 3. Hey, Citrus the Wizard joins the dupe colony. How do you deal with idle dupes? I have a sweep-only dispenser bin, and I sweep parts of the map, like right here. A lot of seeds, granite. If I sweep that, that's enough jobs for the entire stream. Kappa. Citrus the Wizard, who would you like to take? 58 names in chat to choose from. A lot of people in chat already have a dupe. Let's see, from the top, we got Cthulhu, Citrus the Wizard, Ace Cow, Gorbash, Big Cthulhu, Lord Raw, Rambo, Napolini's Clash, Marl, Susumu, Alazar, Safad, Almost Emily, Cupid Hammond, Kate Kun, Gun Griffin, Smashikins, Geek, Brainless, Xandrov, Croconuts, Poetic Artist, Little Susumu in the second one, Ted the Padawan, Stefan, Ada, Fluon. We also got some other people, Soul Rock, Bushman, Aelthar. Let's see, Smashikins 2.0, second Smashikins, Mighty Stoosh, Steph, Kadinsky, oh, not Gossman. Gossman's normal. Biggest Cthulhu, not Cthulhu. These guys, man. And then we have Totem Lols. Xenosci. Now that's who we got right now. Speedy wants to join as well. Let me know, guys. I went it named the man. Alright. That's probably going to have to be looking at the clothes. Let's look at the snazzies. Let's look at the sweaters. Alright, so when I click on this, I have... Let's go through the list. So these guys have clothes. They're probably named, so it's fine. I have 2 Adas. I have 2 Amaris. 2 Oshkons. 2 Bubbles. 2 Birds, 2 Camille's. 2 Devons. 2 Gossmans. 3 Heralds. It might be Herald. 3 Meeps. Oh, man. 2 Nails. 2 Nisbets. 3 Rubies. My boy Steve. 2 Travados. 2 Turners. Alright, so you gotta choose between Meep and Herald. It's probably gonna be Meep. Everyone loves Meep. Meep's the best dupe. He got that sweet unibrow. Yep. Nice. Alright, man. We're gonna give you Meep number 1. I need to be a Bubbles. I see you over there, Avian. Speedy V. Can I name mine unknown? Yeah, of course. Are you short a bed? Oh, crap. Am I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 24 times 8? 4. I am. I'm short 2 beds. Oh, man. I see you over there. All right, Speedy V, which dupe sprite did you want? We're going to temporarily get some beds for some of the new dupes. But yeah, we can name it unknown. Just let me know which dupe you would like to take. You're going to want the Herald? I got you. All right, so we're going to go top down. So we have Meep. That's going to be the man. Let me get the first guy first. Where are my Meeps at, dude? Dude, where are my Meeps? There we go. The man. He's in, boys. Citrus the Wizards. I see you over there. And then we have a Herald, I believe. Right here. The oldest Herald we have. It's going to be called Unknown. Nice. I see you guys over there. Commando, I see you over there. We did fix the bed, hopefully. This run on YouTube? Yes, it will be. YouTube is a couple of... I think it's at this point a week behind the live streams. And so this will eventually be out on YouTube, yes. Gotta save up $99.99. Change my name to Ada to redeem that. Oh my god, I see you over there, dude. It's gonna be tough. There's actually a guy on Twitch called Oshkon, and he plays Oni, dude. Sometime he pops in here, I'm just like, wait, hold up. Did he make that account because Oni came out? It's crazy, man. Hey, Citrus the Wizard, thanks so much for the 3 months. Enjoy the emotes. D20 does ad-free viewing. Don't forget that legit sub badge. Thank you so much for the support. Unknown misspelled. I spelled it the way they spelled it. So they had air quotes in the name, so I want to say that's the name they want. Nope, didn't see my name. Invalid list, JK. I see you, Fried PB&J. Hey, man, you gotta join if you're not on the list. I need a Bubbles. Avian, I see you over there. Merp. The Meeps? Merps. Ren for sure. Abe. Keep coming in with the Abes. I see you over there. Elthar. Any name him Tanis. Okay. If that's the case, we're going to give you the oldest dupe. That way, the top-down list is a little bit in order. And that's going to mean that you are going to be Ada. Hey. Ada Tanis. We're in Elthar. We got you. Oh shoot, they did ask for that. Yep, I spelled it wrong. It should have been unknown. Ah, okay. Alright, we got him, boys. We got him. Hey, we go. Spelled unknown, pronounced speedy. Yeah, man. This is English, baby. It's a silent, U, I guess. Somehow it works, man. Don't ask me how, though. Alright, so let's get some of these doors in. Make sure the dupes have jobs for next time. I think everything is good with the Paku tank now, right? Alright, so we gotta filter it. I think we're good, though. And guys, this is going to be a great spot for me to wrap things up for the night. So, the chlorine's released. We're going to plant our dash assault vines. Bubbles to avian. Bubbles, did you use channel points? I didn't see it. I don't know if you see it, but there's a button for channel points. What? Just 2 more dupes? Dude, that's going to be another hour, man. Not going to lie. Because I can't play the game on 3x speed. So it's going to be 30 minutes of dupe. It's because I'm lagging, man. I'm lagging. I got to continue this next time. But yo, Avian, people are using a redemption on the channel points to join the dupe colony. That's how they're cashing out for the dupes. But if you want, we have a lot of bubbles. I think we have 2. So you could save up for that. We'll get you in on the next time. But guys, this is going to be great. Gotcha. 5K. You're halfway there. Halfway there. Alright, for reals this time. It's time to save. It's time to wrap up.